Hey everyone, BJ Chorus here for Shout Out for a Cause. We're at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion this evening for the 56th annual Los Angeles holiday celebration. I mean, guys, I'm here tonight with
Cass Anvar,
Marisa Ramierz.
Brian White.
Now, guys, I've got to ask you, 3 hours live, being televised, hosting this evening. How great has this been for you guys?
well, I gotta say, this did not feel like 3 hours. Those acts, all of them, spectacular, world-class music and dance and acting. It was a beautiful way to spend the afternoon, and it whizzed by. I don't know about anybody else, but I didn't see the time go.
Yeah,
Was there one particular artist that captured your heart?
The Pacifico Dance Company, the Folklorico dancing, it just reminded me of my childhood, and I was kind of about to cry. I miss LA so much, and it was just awesome. Every act was just beautiful, though.
Yeah, for me it was Aloe Black. Love his voice, and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. It was the perfect song to hear on Christmas Eve. Really put me in the mood to go home and hug my dog.
So true. I've got to say that, 3 hours is a long time. You all said it went by seamlessly and pretty fast. How much preparation did you guys have to do to prepare for this evening?
It was like months and months, wasn't it?
It wasn't so much for us as it was for the writers and producers. There was a lot of writing that went into this, a lot of planning, a lot of wrangling groups. A lot of these groups are touring and have other gigs going on, and it was really about the producers, the writers, and the directors putting in all the legwork to make the show come together, to plan the show, and to write the show.
You see the size of the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. Can you imagine people were standing in line this morning around 8 o'clock, maybe earlier, waiting to get a seat?
There were people that came in here from Chicago. My show shoots in Chicago, and a young woman that I took a picture with on set drove over here to come to the celebration because she was a fan of some of the artists. It's pretty incredible. It really brings LA and people outside of LA together on a special day.
I've seen the acts tonight. This is my first time at the event, and having seen it now, I understand why they would.
It's amazing too, because you see these acts, and hopefully people can see repeats of the show because it was live tonight, but it's going to be playing throughout the season. But it also is a great educational, multicultural venue for great recording artists that we may not be introduced into. And I think there's a few acts that we saw tonight, correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to be seeing a lot more of.
Several of these acts, several of them are on tour right now. We'll be seeing them at the John Anson Ford Theater, which is opening up again, which again the committee here owns.
Right.
So we'll hopefully be seeing a lot more of the people we saw on stage tonight.
I think it inspires a lot of the kids that watch the show that a lot of these groups are local, and they can, be a part of some of them someday. And it's just really important to inspire those kids.
Well, speaking of inspiring kids, it is the holiday season, and we've got to inspire the next generations. What inspired you when you were growing up?
What inspired me? Oh, I was a shy kid. You know what inspired me was comic books. I was like a kid who fell in love with Spider-Man because I was this kind of little geeky kid that didn't have a lot of friends, and the Spider-Man kind of hero thing kind of made it
Now,
something.
have you played a superhero yet?
I haven't played a superhero yet. No, not on TV.
There's a lot of shows out
I
there.
know,
You
right?
have to put
I would
that on
love
your
to do that. Yeah.
Who inspired you throughout your early years?
Probably my grandmother. She was kind of in the business when she was younger too, and so she would always tell me stories of how she would take the trolley car to all of her auditions, and she was a dancer, and she would go to these nightclubs and perform, and she kept going, and it just inspired me to keep going too. And
Perseverance.
yeah.
Women power, I guess you'd have to say that too, right? And last but not least, we've got to ask you, what inspired you as a youngster?
Lots of things, but one that jumps to mind, 8-9, the dance company reminded me of this company called Palabolus, which we've all seen. They're involved with the Oscars. They do the performance pieces between. They performed in my high school when I was much younger, and gave us an issue-oriented performance. Then we broke up into workshops and talked about what we had seen, and it always stuck with me. I mentioned Funk Phenomenon, which is my dance company, in the show. Pretty much inspired since I was a little kid by Palabolus and dance companies people that would come and give back to me as a young kid. Always want to make me do the same when I was
So
an
would
adult.
you ever do Dancing with the Stars?
Well, they have my phone number, so
There you go.
we can talk about it.
There you go. We've got to ask, you all have given such a great deal tonight. We've got to talk quickly about what you guys are doing these days. So I'm going to start with you, Cass.
Sure. I'm just premiered a brand new sci-fi show called The Expanse. which is going really well. Super excited about it. And I'm in the movie Room with Brie Larson and William H. Macy, which is getting lots of awards, buzz.
Nominations.
Yeah, so very excited and very proud to be part of both of those
Maybe
projects.
on the road to Oscar.
Oh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk
Don't
about
wanna
that.
jinx it. Is
But
that
I'm not
it?
going to jinx it. No.
Okay. And where can people follow you on the social media? Sir?
Everything is Cas Anvar, Casanvar, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want.
What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing these days? And where people can follow you on the social media?
I am in my third full year on Blue Bloods. I played detective with Donnie Wahlberg, and so I'm in New York full time, and working in the snow and stuff. Well, it will snow eventually.
We
but
were talking about New York the other day about during the holidays. It's one of the best places in the world to be during the holidays, just because the city decorates the windows and gets you in the holiday spirit. So there's no question, you're in the right place. You may see snow out here, though. Is that kind of an interesting tag for you to be on the West Coast and maybe hit the snow?
kind of crazy. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm happy to be here. Oh, and I am Marisa M. Ramierz on Twitter. I'm not really big on the social media. I'm
That's
trying.
all right.
I'm really
We're
trying.
gonna get you there. We're gonna get you
Okay.
there. That's what a little bit about tonight's
Okay,
about.
all right.
You know, you've got great 3 hours here, some follow-up interviews. We're gonna get you there.
Got you covered.
And they can see you on Blue Bloods weekly at.
Oh, it's on CBS at 10 p.m. on Fridays.
Yeah.
People can check me out on Chicago Fire, Scandal, Mistresses, and the new show Colony on USA starting up in January. My film with superstar Tiona Paris, who's the star of Chirac, Where Children Play, is out now. Very proud of that film. I produced it, and producing a film right now called 36 Hour Layover that we're finishing up over the next week. So people can look out
Incredible.
for
And I
that.
think you need to share with everyone that all the Chicagos are having crossovers
Yes.
the 1st of January. When is it? January 5th?
January 5th.
January
Yeah, everybody's
5th,
meeting
so
up at
they-
Molly's. You'll see all the casts you love and know all in one show. Well, they'll all appear on 3 shows back to back to back.
Nice.
So stay
That's pretty
tuned.
exciting.
Yeah, Dick Wolf's a mastermind. He really makes good TV, and he really knows how to promote good TV.
Well, I think you guys will agree. He's on 2 of the greatest shows between Scandal and also dealing with what's going on in Chicago. I mean, everyone's always a buzz. There's no question about that.
I've been lucky this year. very much.
There you go. Well, we may see you on the road to Emmy. There's no question about that.
From
Both
your
of
lips
you
to
guys,
God's
right?
ears.
Right?
Jeez.
So tell everyone where they can follow you in the social media.
At
sites.
actor Brian White. And it's actor Brian White because Brian White is a Google rep and I can't have my own name. So at actor Brian White on all social media platforms.
But see, I think it stipulates who you really are and make sure that everyone knows it's the real Brian Wright.
That's right. Yeah,
the
that's
actor Brian Wright.
There we go.
Guys, it's been an incredible evening. Thanks for hosting such an
Thank you.
incredible event. 56 years.
Unbelievable.
Are we going to see you back here next year as a host?
I'll be back.
I would love to be back.
If they will have me, I'll be here with bells.
So, Adam, did you hear this? They're all putting their bid in to come back next year and spend their holiday season kickstart with you and the 56th annual holiday celebration. Guys, thank you so much. Once again, this is BJ Chorus for Shout Out for a Cause. To learn more about the holiday celebration, 56th annual, you can go to the link below and give your shout out for a cause. Give everyone your Christmas wish.
My Christmas wish is for peace and harmony all through the world.
It's the same. Peace and harmony. There's so much going on right now. Everybody needs to calm down. Calm down.
If we learned anything from being here today, it's the beautiful things that come out of embracing each other's differences rather than spurning them. So hopefully everybody can carry that torch and march it on into 2016.
Wonderful, Brian. We now know why you love producing. Guys, have a great evening. And once again, you can learn more by going to the link below. Until next time, this is BJ Chorus, and you're watching Shout Out for a Cause.